Guys, today we will be installing OS X OSX 10.4 Tiger on this old HP Pavilion DV1000. It is a Centrino Duo, one of the first gens, and it has 512 megs of RAM and I believe it has a 250 gig SSD hard drive IDE. So right now we're going to boot into the BIOS, and yes, I do know that I'm doing this on my bed just because it's convenient, but this is the disk that we were using, or if you want to say, sorry for the mess, for the distro of OS X is this. Sorry for the scribble over there, but it's a JaS OSX, AMD and Intel, so SSE 3, 2, and 3, and it's 10.4.8. So what we're going to do is we're going to go Control Alt Delete, and we're going to boot into the DVD. Okay, damn it. Come on, really? I'm trying to figure out the... Okay, here we go. Let's boot into the DVD. F1. The hard drive thinks it's failed, but it's not really, so... Okay, well, I'll get back to you whenever it has finished booting into the install. This may take a while. Okay, guys, I'm at the post final boot up screen. It's doing the beach ball, which just means it's still loading. So far, the trackpad and I'm pretty sure the keyboard works out of the box. I have done this before, but it has been a few years. Probably the last time I did it was in 2012, or no, either 2011 or 12. I have gotten the cursor. It's not the beach ball anymore. And the only one I ever got running was Tiger. So yeah. Also, if it says that the hard drive is failing, it is not. It's actually the hard drives actually have a smart system where it will indicate if the hard drive is failing or not. And this is one of those This is one of the hard drives that had a faulty smart sensor. So yeah, we are at the Mac OS X. Select your language. Okay, let's select English. Okay, we are getting to the installation. I do have OS X already on here, but I'm doing a reinstall because it wouldn't boot up, for one, and two is I'd like to just do a video on this because I love making videos. So yeah, but also the mess of cables. I have to have this thing plugged in since the battery doesn't hold a charge for anything. So yeah. Also, there is a few blemishes on the display. There's one right here. And if you press the display in, it has the display was actually had 4 different laptops on top of it. It had yes, I do own Mac laptops. I even own a Mac Pro. So yeah, well, I don't own a Mac Pro. I own a Hackintosh. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, I do. It's basically a 2008 MacBook. I mean Mac Pro, but I do own a mid 2012 15-inch MacBook Pro Retina, and I also own a 2007. Wait for everything to just load up. White 2007 MacBook, and I can post a video on that from my older channel. Waiting for the disk drive to stop making noises so I know it's done. And 4.8. I thought this was 4.6, but whatever. And I also own a 2008 MacBook Air. So yeah. Okay, now that we're in the install screen, the screen is actually getting warm down here. So yeah, whatever. We got to go to utilities. No, that was hair. We got to go to utilities. You can see that this disk drive is really fucking slow. Then you got to go down to disk utility. Okay. Okay, we got disk utility open. It will not be most of the most current OS X Hackintosh installs will not be like this. This is how they used to be. Well, there's a few distros still alive still, but there used to be like Tiger and Leopard distros, and what they would do is they basically have modified boot disks with things removed that didn't need to be there, and they also had like Kexts, which are the drivers for OS X, and that let you be able to actually get the PC hardware working on the Mac OS X system. So yeah, it's gathering the disk information. Okay, we got the it doesn't identify it as a PowerBook. I just say it's a PowerBook because it has the performance of a small PowerBook, and it can only go to Tiger, and I like to do that. I like to name my my computers after someone, but you can see a PowerBook G5, which there was never a PowerBook G5. I even have a triple E PC that I used to have as a Hackintosh with the Leopard, and it was called the iBook G5, so it's kind of just a joke I have. Okay, let's go to erase. Do this. Okay, Command A, Command shit. Okay. Shift, Shift, Shift. Okay. Copy. There is no tap to click thing, so I guess I'll have to enable that. And also, that's one of the dumbest things that OS X does. They disable that by default. So, okay, we're going to make two partitions because we're going to be needing to do some stuff. One partition, since this is a 150 gig, we're going to make let's just make this one, make it the main hard drive. .8. Okay. This is how you have to make it. You have to make it journaled. And you also have to just make it, yeah. But here's how normal people would do it. You go to partition, you go to one partition, you go to journaled, you put your name in, put your name in there, but I don't really do that because it's just kind of the time-consuming process. So just say erase, it'll confirm, say erase, and then once it is done, it will finish. Okay, we are good. Now you could just say quit the disk utility. Okay, now I'm going to show you some stuff. System profiler. Okay, you can hear the disk drive is just being a bastard. Okay, now it's identified our hardware. It thinks our system is a machine name, Apple development platform, and it thinks it's a ADP 2-1. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it's a 1.6 gigahertz single core. I'm pretty sure this thing has a hyper-threaded, I'm assuming, but it has 512 megs of RAM run, and it has, and then the GPU, which I'm pretty sure I can go into here. It doesn't even know because there are no Kexts installed. So now you need to go here, click continue, click our drive. Okay, I do not want any of this stupid shit. I want x86, Intel, support for common hardware, the 950. Okay, what is this? Okay, I guess we install that. Titan. Yeah, I don't need that. That's for NVIDIA and ATI. This thing's an Intel. I guess I can install the added fonts. Okay, let's do the laptop power management bundle or dot bundle. So yeah, and then just say install. It will do this. It'll say it's not connected to power, which because there's no the battery is not being detected. It doesn't know its power source. So yeah, I think it actually thinks it's connected to a desktop, or I think it was I know, scratch all that. I'm pretty sure it thinks it's on a laptop, but it doesn't know what kind of power source it's running off of. Okay, just say continue. It will, every OS X version, I think, up to Snow Leopard did this, and on any Hackintosh distro, you always want to skip it because it will find that the disk is incorrectly made, and it is not an official one because that is what it's scanning for, and it's also scanning to make sure it has all the files, which you never want to do that unless you're using a retail copy and you're installing it the retail way with a bootloader disk and through the retail DVD. So yeah, but I'll get back to you when this is done. So yeah, mid-video, a mid-process update. It's 7 minutes remaining, and this is what it's installing currently. So yeah. In this, I guess we can try to. I'm gonna try to get everything to work, but the last time I tried doing this on this computer, I couldn't get Wi-Fi to work. I couldn't get internet to work without having to use Ethernet. What else? In the last time I tried working on this, which was just a few months ago, I couldn't get the video to work properly because it has an GMA 950, I believe, or something like that, and it was not pushing out the correct resolution or everything. So this may or may not be a trial and error kind of process. So we might have to do this more than once. So I'm hoping not. Cross fingers. So yeah. Installation is finishing. Okay, you could finish already. This autofocus is actually pretty good. There we go. Okay, it's now just optimizing the system. So I'm pretty sure this thing will show up as a dual core when we go into the okay, when we go into the system. So yeah, you can leave the disk installed, inside. It won't hurt anything. Okay, we got it rebooting. So there you can see it's just messed up on the hard drive. Thinks it's smart failure predicted. Nope. Yeah, smart failure. Okay, now it's gonna boot into the hard drive. Okay, F8. Okay, I don't know why it's actually take this out. Okay, just push F1. There we go, it's now booting up the hard drive. And there we got the Apple logo. So yeah. The sound does work natively. So in theory, we will get the welcome video. Maybe not. I don't really know. So yeah, some of these distros actually removed it because it was just kind of pointless to have. But sometimes they left it in there. We got the beach ball. There we go. We just got the sound. Okay. Now I'm gonna set this thing up. I live in the US. Let's see. Okay. This computer does not connect to the internet. If you can't get it, I can do this, but I don't really want to. So yeah. Let me put all this information in. Put you right there. Okay, I got all my information in. So, okay, I don't want to do that. Where will you primarily use your computer? College. What best describes what you do? I'm a motherfucking student. Okay, now let me type my password in, so yeah. Okay, well, I just learned something, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this key off, and that key, put that key there, and put that key there. Because for some reason on OS X machines, well, on Windows PCs, the Alt key turns into the Command key, so I'm basically just changing it so it looks kind of, so that's basically, that's Command, and that's Alt, and that's Control. Okay, got my information in. While creating your account, I'm not showing my information. Now I just need to put my zip code, my area code in. Okay. I have my area code, my what do you call it? Time zone. Okay, and I'm gonna select my time, which is suspiciously correct. I think it is. Let me check my notebook. Yeah, it is suspiciously correct. It is actually 9:23, and this thing says 9:25, which is kind of creepy. I mean, not 9:08. So yeah, that's kind of disturbing that it even knows that. Save, continue, enjoy your Apple computer. I will. So now we have the system working. Once it logs in, we will be golden. So yeah, we are golden. We had the OS X Tiger operating system. Bluetooth works out of the box on the system. So let me actually close that. If I can figure out how. Discoverable. Whatever. Display. Okay, it knows it displays resolution, power saver, settings for power adapter, best performance, and battery, best performance, show details, put the computer to sleep, never, and show battery in the status. Put the display to sleep after an hour. So yeah, same thing for power adapter. Let's do an hour and a half. Okay. Okay, that you can see it shows the battery right here is calculating, but it does not work. That actually, the battery doesn't hold a charge whatsoever. So we're just going to show percentage, and it says it's 98%, but if I unplug it, it will just shut off. So you can see the buttons up top work perfectly. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, let's see what the About This Mac thing shows. It shows a 1.6 gigahertz Intel Pentium M. Let's open the system profiler, and it shows we have number of processors 0, so this machine is somehow not working correctly, but it shows 1 core. So yeah, that's that. Let's go to system preferences. I need to change something. Mouse and keyboard, trackpad, clicking, Ignore trackpad. Tracking speed. Okay. Let's go to the applications. That's actually too fast. This trackpad's not the best. You can see it's kind of it's kind of stuttering. Okay, it doesn't do the scroll thingy. Okay, utilities, system monitor. So it shows it actually is a single core apparently. Okay, well you can see it's running really healthy in the sense of it's basically none of the system is being used. So yeah, that's good. And yeah. Network. It doesn't show anything. So yeah, let me try connecting my phone over Bluetooth or something. So yeah.